Hi guys, it's just a quick update from me. Be like a December update. Just to let you know how I'm getting on with my Soviet SU-152 late version. Yeah, it's coming on really nice. It's coming good. It's a trumpeter kit, so of course there's no major problems. The tracks went together. Yeah, right. I was quite pleased with how they turned out. You can see there, photo etch. I've got to get a photo etch bender though, to be honest with you. I did struggle a little bit with some of the parts, but they're small enough that you don't notice that they're not very straight. But yeah, it's all good. The carpet did end up with a few bits. There was a little issue with some of these little. There's some very tiny. So I'll get a cocktail stick. Here, there's some very tiny. I don't know if it's going to focus. Tiny little parts you had to glue on, and they kind of went twang. Never to be found again, so I've had to fill it there. But it's not something you're really going to notice. I'm not a rivet counter. As long as it looks good, I'm not bothered. Oh, and also one of me what they call them, one of me brackets, this part here, it should go there. That went twang into never to be seen again as well. So, but yeah, I mean, apart from that, it's a very nice kit. Nice metal barrel as well, which is good. No, you know. So yeah, apart from that, no major issues. Very good model. So yeah, all good. So now I'll get that. Hopefully, get some primer on that before. Well, I've got to finish it. There's other bits. There's quite a bit more to do. I've got the tanks to put on and everything else, but you know, I might get some primer on before Christmas. It depends how I feel. So, but I thought, as it's December and Christmas, in a bit of a yearly update, whatever, I want to say thank you to everybody that's subscribed to my channel. I never believed that I'd get people actually watching it and actually enjoying it. I've got 36 subscribers, and I thank you all very much. So I thought what I'll do is, when I'm making this video, I'll show you something that I've done this year that I've never been to before, and I thoroughly, if you're into your armour, then I thoroughly recommend that you go to Tank Fest at Bovington. It is absolutely amazing. So I thought I'll show you a few of the things that I saw at Bovington on this video. So hopefully, if this all works on my video and editing thing, you'll see some videos of some things that I saw at Bovington. Catch you in a minute.
Now the next tank coming on is a Panzer III, a German tank from the Second World War. Generally speaking, the German tanks were better finished than our own. They did all welded construction, which was remarkable really, something we were very slow to catch on with. Torsion bar suspension, and it's powered by a Maybach petrol engine. A lot of people think the German tanks were diesel powered. They weren't. They all used Maybach petrol engines. Again, like the American tank, it drives through the transmission at the front. That's the gearbox and so on, the front of the vehicle. And then the drive sprockets at the front, so that it doesn't go out the back. But the combination of a welded hull and the torsion bar suspension meant that tank would be adapted. And it grew up quite remarkably. When the first ones were built, they came with a 37mm gun. In the Desert War, they were extended to a 50 and then a long 50mm gun, all without really upsetting the structure of the tank itself. And then towards the end, as they were getting a bit past it, they were fitted with short 75mm guns, which gave them a good close support function. Now behind the Panzer III is something really unusual. It's a thing called a Kettenkrad. It was made by NSU, and it's basically a half-track motorcycle. It's got a motorcycle front fork and wheels, and then a set of tracks at the back, like other German half-tracks.
That's the one being
They were issued
on
originally for paratroops of the German army, but in fact became so useful they would operate anywhere where wheeled vehicles couldn't go. So they were particularly popular on the Russian front. They take a single driver, as you can see at the front there, and then they would take 2 more men sitting with their backs to him, facing backwards. And behind the Kettenpferd is the Kubelwagen, which is the Volkswagen really in wartime guise. It's a small utility car, it's not 4-wheel drive, it's 4x2, with a typical Volkswagen engine at the back, and that thing would go pretty well anywhere. Good cross-country performance for a light vehicle. Kubel means bucket, so that it's just an open bucket really. They were up to 4-seaters, but you've got different versions of them with different lockers in for various forms of kit. And they were the German equivalent really of the Jeep in the British Army Service, the American Jeep. And now the Panzer III's coming down our end here, really. You can see the rack at the back for extra fuel. The interesting thing with the Panzer III, the Germans didn't like putting the wires set in the turret, which is what we did. So the aerial is on the right-hand side of the hull, and usually laid flat because it got in the way of traversing of the turret. It's got open doors on the...
And they're going in. Guess what's coming ready?
One of the interesting things with Kettenpferd is since the war, the Germans produced a number of sort of logging tractors based on Kettenpferd technology with the same half-track attachments on. And you see pictures of those. They're quite interesting if you can find any photographs of them. They even got a half-track version of the Volkswagen Beetle, which really looks unusual. There we go, there's the Panzer II going off, followed by the Kettenpferd, followed by the Volkswagen Kubelwagen. And next, I think, if we're lucky, the Tiger will be put in an appearance.
There he is, sat there, sat waiting.
Gotta get my phone out for this one.
Yes. Did you hear that, Phil? He's got to get his phone out, so he's going to take a picture and put it on Facebook. Just to rub you. He is. He's a bully, isn't he?
I'm not working, so don't say that.
Here we go.
Really, the Tiger, which is coming on now, is probably one of the most impressive exhibits you'll ever see here at the Tank Museum. It weighs 56 tonnes, has 100mm thick frontal armour, and uses torsion bar suspension and interleaved road wheels to support the great weight when it's going across country. It's again driven from above the front sprockets. The engine in the back is a Maybach V2, a much more powerful one than in the Panzer III, with the same basic unit, driving through an 8-speed pre-selected gearbox at the front and then drive sprockets at the outer ends of that, and has very wide tracks. Because it's so wide and so heavy, when they moved the Tiger by rail, they had to take the tracks off, take the outer set of road wheels off each side and put narrow travelling tracks on, so they could climb on a train without wiping out all the line side bits and pieces. So if you ever see a Tiger with the narrow tracks, you'll know why that is. The gun is an 88mm, it's a very high velocity weapon, and is very similar to the 88mm flak gun. It's absolutely devastating. Although the Germans only built about 1,300 of them in all, you can see why most Allied crews were very nervous of them, and rightly so. There are instances of British and American tanks taking out Tigers. In fact, we had a chap who used to come here regularly who, in a Sherman Firefly, knocked out 3 Tigers, but that would be the exception. Normally it was the Tiger that had the winning hand and knocked out anything at ranges that we couldn't fight back. But the Tiger was really a very, very impressive vehicle. It would have been heavy, but quite a size. You see, it's got a power operated traverse, the turret. Requires a crew of 5, that's 3 men in the turret and 2 in the hull, 1 the driver in the hull, and to his right would be a man operating the hull machine gun and operating the radio. But just watching that suspension is quite something. You can see how it churns up the mud, and the suspension reacts to the bumpy ground. Now it's changed up just to give it a bit more lift, a bit more power. It's going to come right round in front of us here now, which is quite something to see. In fact, it makes such a nice noise. I'll let you have a listen to it without me waffling on for a while. One thing I ought to say, although we went to vast expense to restore the Tiger to running order, and I mean vast expense because it's full fortune, and it's still using the same engine and gearbox that the original Tiger used, although we did actually have to modify the engine a bit. But it's basically as it would have been in 1943. That particular Tiger was captured by the British in Tunisia in 1943 and actually was in Churchill tanks, the 48th Royal Tank Regiment. And they got a lucky shot which ricocheted off the gun barrel, which you can still see the scratches from, and penetrated the top of the hull. Really a very impressive machine, and something you only go up against if you didn't know it was there. When you know the type's there, you don't do near it. It's actually a really hard work and require a lot of skill. Again, down the side is all the when you'll see the tanks fitting excursion tanks covering the suspension. That's been put there really to destroy hollow charge weapons that might, like a bazooka, which might destroy the tank completely if it's properly exploded. But the beams on the turret which are also displayed are really just
little clips of one of the events I got up to this year. Thoroughly recommend it. There's a lot more. I've got lots of videos and hundreds of photos. It would take me way too long to put them all on. But that's just a few little bits I thought might interest some people. So anyway, I want to take a chance now to say Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year to you all. Let's hope Father Christmas brings us all that we want him to bring. And I shall see you all on the new year. Happy Christmas, guys.